Hello people of Earth, my name is Kristen, and today I'm going to be doing a Top 5 Wednesday. I don't do a lot of Top 5 Wednesdays because I never seem to be able to find the time on Wednesdays, and by the time I remember there was a Top 5 Wednesday, it's like Friday and it doesn't work. Maybe I should pre-record those, but whatever. Who plans ahead? Anyway, today's Top 5 Wednesday topic is your top 5 favorite retellings. So I have 5 different books throughout my lifespan that have made me very happy and are retellings of previous stories. Let's get into that. Now before I get started, I want to say that I really think retellings are a great thing because a lot of times one book or one story has one idea and it goes in this one direction, but there are so many other places it could be taken, and so when other people take that story and rewrite it and change it up, and I just think that's really cool. And so the first retelling I have for you is a fairy tale retelling, and I feel like it's probably pretty popular in this, and that is the Lunar Chronicles, specifically Cinder, Scarlet, Cress, and Winter. Cinder, which I have here, is a fairy tale retelling of Cinderella in the future, where Cinderella is a cyborg and they are trying to avoid war with the planet of Luna, which is actually the moon, who are their own people and have kind of evolved over time to have special powers. And there's all kinds of plot twists and turns in this story, and it's way more than your annual normal Cinderella story because Cinder is freaking awesome. She does not just wait around for a prince, as a lot of people say Cinderellas tend to do. And she's really, really great, and I love this story, so if you haven't read it yet, definitely pick it up, and this is number 1. The second story I have for you is the Princess of the Midnight Ball trilogy by Jessica Day George. I don't actually have the first one, I only own the third, Princess of the Silver Woods, but they're all really great. Princess of the Midnight Ball is a retelling of the 12 Dancing Princesses and focuses around Rose and her younger sisters and Galen as they try to avoid the King Under Stone and see if they can get themselves released from their curse, which they aren't able to tell anyone about. If you don't know about the 12 Dancing Princesses, it's basically where the princesses all have a curse and they have to go underground every night to dance the night through, and by the time they get back they're exhausted, they fall into bed, they all become sick from exhaustion, their shoes are always worn through, and the king has no idea what's going on. So he sends people far and wide to bring princes in and kind of say, hey, if you can solve the mystery of what's happening to my daughters, you can marry one of them. Enjoy! And it's a really, really great story, really interesting, really well written. I definitely think that if you like a retelling and you like fairy tales, you should definitely pick that up. Princess of the Midnight Ball is the first one, Princess of Glass is the second one, and Princess of the Silver Woods is the third one. These are just a trilogy, and it's a really, really awesome story, so definitely try that out. So the next stories I have for you guys are also probably not a shock, and those are the Percy Jackson stories by Rick Riordan. Specifically, Percy Jackson's Greek Gods and Percy Jackson's Greek Heroes. These are giant books, so I'm going to put them down before I talk about them. So anyway, those books are taking the old myths that are Greek, taking the old Greek myths and telling them to you as if they are Percy. So it has Percy's sass, Percy's obnoxiousness, his sarcasm, his logic kind of involved, and the dialogue between the gods is not as formal as it would have probably been back in, ancient Greek times. It's more like, yo, Zeus, why are you going over there to do that? I'm right here! And then, yeah, it's extremely funny and still kind of gets the point across as far as what the plots of the different Greek stories are. And I just think that they're really, really awesome. Plus, if you look at them, they have gorgeous art, and not only on the covers but the inside too. They have a lot of really gorgeous illustrations. So I really, really, really love these Greek myth retellings. Number 4! The next retelling I have for you is also myth related. Unfortunately, I don't actually own the book. I always checked it out on audiobook from the library when I was little, and that is Thor's Wedding Day by Bruce Coville. This was one of my and my sister's absolute favorite stories when we were younger and growing up, because it takes the old Norse myth of when Thor lost his hammer, or it was stolen by a giant, and he had to pretend to be Freya to go get it back, because the giant would only trade back the hammer if he got to marry the goddess of love. And because Freya was uninterested in marrying off herself to a giant, they sent Thor in a giant wedding dress instead. And the story is actually told from the point of view of Thor's goat boy, Thialfi, and you get a lot of interactions with the Alfie, with the two goats, Gattooth and Toothgrinder, with Loki, with Sif, and with some of the giants as well. And it's a really funny, really well retold story of one of the Norse myths, which I absolutely adore. I probably like Norse myths more than Greek myths. Norse is actually my favorite mythology. So if you ever need an audiobook to listen to in the car on a long road trip or something, and you want something funny to keep you occupied, definitely pick this one up because it's a really nice laugh. And number 5, the final book retelling that I have for you is The Goose Girl by Shannon Hale. This is a retelling of one of the Grimm's fairy tales about a goose girl who works for the king. I don't know the original fairy tale very well. I just recently learned that it actually was a retelling, so I can't tell you too much about that. As far as the Goose Girl, it's about a girl named Annie who has special powers, and she goes and becomes Goose Girl for the king and is trying to find her own way in life. And I haven't read it in a very long time, but yeah, she's just trying to find her way in life, trying to survive in the kingdom, trying not to get on people's bad sides. And I'm sure, I remember there's an underlying plot, but I haven't reread it in a while, so I really need to do that. But I definitely remember loving this story, so go pick it up, try it out. It's a different fairy tale, so it's not well known, but it's really, really awesome anyway. And that is it for my Top 5 Wednesday today on December 9th, 2015. I will try to do more Top 5 Wednesdays quickly coming up. I will try to do more videos in general coming up. I am really booked with school, and when I'm not doing school, I'm doing diving, and when I'm not diving, I'm reading. So, in those few moments when I'm not reading, doing school, or diving, or, chores, I am trying to record videos, and then I have to edit them, and then I have to actually get them posted, and I'm just, bad at getting stuff done. It's just not the easiest thing in the world for me. So, anyway, I will leave links down in the description to the Top 5 Wednesday Goodreads group, and I will leave links to my Twitter, Tumblr, Goodreads, all that other stuff, so definitely go check me out there. If you're interested, if you liked the video, hit like, comment down below what your top 5 fairy tale and or mythological and or other retellings are. I'd love to hear about them from you. If you made a Top 5 Wednesday video, post that down below too and I'll check it out. If you want to see more of my videos when I do manage to upload them, hit subscribe. If not, no pressure. And until I see you next time, read, adore, and ship it more. Goodbye! Hello people of Earth and other YouTube watchers, my name is Kristen and today I'm going to okay, now put in the back of my shelf and they're bending. Don't bend. Bending is bad. Okay. Ah! Trying to put things away on shelves that are not big enough for the things you're trying to put away is a task not easily accomplished. Comment down below what your top 5 fairy tale or mythological